We're good to go. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Can you hear me at the back? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All righty, we're good to go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to it. This is Let's Settle Down so that we can start. Let's settle down so that we can start with our program for today. But firstly, we'd like to apologize for the delay. We were waiting for some of our speakers to get here. You know, we don't want to start with our speakers not here. Then who's going to do their work on their behalf? Nobody's going to speak on their behalf. So let's get them here so that we can start with the program. And then while we're taking our seat as well, so that we can start. I don't know. Oh, there they are. Batla ka tswana. Ba di lathile. Ba di lathile. Ke tsele. All right, we're good to go. Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Laka. All right, hello, hi, welcome to it. This is the SRC First Year Academic Advising Dialogue. My name is Karabo, S to the A and D, S, pronounced Sans, those that know me on the radio. And I'm going to be big mouth, né? But not too much. So I'm going to let other people to be big mouth as well, all right? Welcome to the dialogue. Today it's all about talking. It is all about understanding and knowing about academic requirements specific to your program as a first year student. So when the SRC approached me and said, hey Sans, we want you to be big mouth and talk about this and that, and I said, you know what? I wish when I was a first year student we had such programs where we could talk about my academic requirements, what is required, and not hear it from my classmates and peers, you know, because some people, they can tell you lies and you might go ahead with them. So today it's all about educating you about academic requirements specific to your program, technology to navigate through your program successfully as well, and at the end of the day, you should be able to know where to go and what to do as far as your academics are concerned, right? We have a program of note tailored for you this morning for you to understand where to go. So joining us today, we are joined by the SRC, our host. A round of applause to them, by the way. They are in the building with us as well. We'll also get a guidance for success in ECP courses as well. We're joined by Mr. van der Veld, Andres in the building. Let's welcome him as well. From Management Sciences, Louis Lise is in the building as well. So let's welcome them. And from Faculty of Humanities, Nell Lisa is in the building as well. So let's welcome. That's not all. There's so much happening coming up on today's program. So make sure that you stick around with us right here on the SRC First Year Academic Advising. And first, let's welcome Jemina Mokwena, SRC Deputy President, to open this ceremony for us, or this dialogue for us rather, and welcome us to this dialogue. Here's Jemina.
Morning. Can I be borrowed a portable mic, please? Public Relation Officer, is it possible to have a mic where I can stand here? A microphone. One, two. Morning. Hi. How are you guys? Guys, I can't be this excited. I just found out my grandfather passed away, but I'm standing here and I'm smiling, and you guys are saying, Hi. How are you guys? No, I'm fine as well. So, I have two jobs. Ne? The first one, I have to read the welcoming speech from the Vice Chancellor's office. Ne? Do you know the Vice Chancellor? Do you know the Vice Chancellor? You don't know the Vice Chancellor? Yo, Madimpa. Madimpa. Okay, so I'm going to read something from the Vice Chancellor's office, and then I'm going to say something. Do you allow me to do that? Yeah? Okay, sharp. So, let me just quickly go through the message, the very important message from our Vice Chancellor. So, it's a word of welcome by Dr. Clifford Ngumane on the occasion of the CUT Representative Council's first year academic advising dialogue. It reads as follows, ne? So at this moment, just see me as someone from the Vice Chancellor's office until further notice, ne? So I bring you warm greetings from the office of the Vice Chancellor and Principal, Prof. P.Z. Dube. She is unfortunately away on university business, but would have loved to be here to greet and engage and encourage everyone here today. I would also like to acknowledge members of the CUT executive and management, academic and support staff, and most importantly, the student representative here this morning. We commend the SRC for putting together this opportunity for first-year students to be appraised of the expectations that are placed on them in course of their studies and the agency that they have to steer here their studies, their academic journey to success. At the same time, we also thank the members of staff for making time to engage with students and thus reflecting the university's commitment to ensure students' success through sharing information and knowledge to guide them towards that success. Students from undergraduate to postgraduate levels are the most important stakeholders in the life of a university and the central mandate of a university, which is the academic project, is not possible or complete without them. It is therefore paramount that the welfare, growth, development, success, and progression of each and every student is uppermost in progression of each, is uppermost in our minds as a university. The university has to set itself up to be the solid foundation which brilliant careers that bring about positive change in society are launched. As a university, we have to be the light at the feet of the thousands of young people that come through our doors, lighting the path to their future, success, achievements, and prosperity as responsible citizens. However, in order to achieve anything worthwhile, we have to have discipline, focus, application, diligence, duty of care, awareness, and etc. The student journey in the university, in order for it to be orderly and successful, requires that there are rules. He's saying rules. Okay? Requirements and expectations on the part of the students. There are rules and requirements about registration, about maintaining satisfactory levels of academic performance, about progression from one academic level to another, about lateral transfers from one program to another, about time allowed to complete academic qualification, about obtaining and retaining funding for academic studies, about getting in and staying in residencies, etc., etc. It is the responsibility of each and every student, especially first years, to get to know these and to ensure that they diligently uphold and comply with them in order to have a successful journey through their studies. It is in that light that the many initiatives, programs, and activities are put in place by the university to support and enable the student journey from registration to graduation, supported by the rules and requirements indicated above. An event like today, therefore, is critical to empower students to know what is what and what to do to ensure their success on campus. It is an opportunity to get to know what tools of trade are there, what hands of support are there, and what forms of care are available. And I would like to assure each and everyone gathered here today and beyond that the university cares more than you know about the welfare and success and progress of each and every student, both on and off campus. On behalf of the Office of the Vice Chancellor and Principal, I wish everyone well during this morning's engagement and hereby encourage you to do everything in your power as a first-year student and beyond to take control of your success and progress in your academic journey. I also wish everyone well for the upcoming examinations and other forms of assessments, and I would like to say Godspeed to one and all. I thank you. So, can we clap hands for the Office of the Vice Chancellor, guys? Can we clap hands for the Office of the Vice Chancellor, guys? Okay, so now, I'm out of the Office of the Vice Chancellor. Now I'm SRC, ne? Akir, please stand up. Please stand up, guys. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Where is the NH? You are a young person. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Quit your squad there. Stand up. Stand up, guys. I don't know who is crying, but someone is crying there. Is everyone up? Check your neighbor. Is your neighbor up? Everyone is up. Let's give a moment to those entering at the door. Let's clap hands for them because they came. Clap hands for everyone that's arriving. Hey, they almost got here. You remember we were about to eat. Hey, these people. We were about to eat. They were going to miss the food. Yeah. Okay. So now, before we start the exercise, clap hands for yourself. Clap hands for yourself because you have pushed it through and we all qualify for exams. Akir, we qualify for exams. Okay, sharp. Now, repeat after me. With your hand, you must hit that chest very hard. Those people who were here during first year orientation, where are you? Let me see. You know what we're about to do, Agir? You know, Agir? Let's go. I am a champion. Awa. Awa, madimpo, awa. Kiri, I am a champion. Guys, I can't hear you. Please stand up, guys. Everyone is standing up. Please stand up. Please stand up, please. Let's go. I am a champion. I am a champion. I believe in myself. Mara, my sister, I believe in myself. Utlo pasa jwang the exam, I believe in myself. Let's go, guys. I am a champion. I am a champion. I believe in myself. I believe in myself. I surround myself with winners. I surround myself with champions. I am a champion and I will win. I am a champion and I will graduate. I am a champion and I will have a Porsche. I am a champion and I will have a BMW. I am a champion and I will have a double-story house. I am a champion, I'm going for that PhD. Clap hands for yourself, guys. Clap hands for yourself. Clap hands for yourself. You must believe in yourself. Before I come and motivate you, you must motivate yourself. Every day, wake up, look yourself in the mirror and say, I am a champion. I will take my mother out from that situation. I am a champion. I will have that Gucci bag because I work for it, and then I'm gonna have the money for it, and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna have that Porsche. Even if they see you driving a bicycle now, they don't see it's an invisible Porsche. So you must tell yourself every day, I am a champion. But don't say I am a champion and then you don't study. You think when you get in here, the answers, they will just come and say you are a champion. Here's the answer. It doesn't work like that. So now as I leave the stage, I want you to know that you are a what? You are a what? You believe in yourself. And we pass these exams. So today, the refreshments, they are there. But what is most important is what they're going to say on stage. Because you guys, you have a tendency of acting sick during exams. And you know you are not sick. But because you didn't study, you want to say you are sick. So, because you are a champion, go out there and study and pass. We will be here. You will be saying that. You see? Clap hands for yourself, guys. Thank you.
Alrighty, thank you so much to Deputy President, that is Jemina Mokoena from the SRC. A round of applause for Jamie. She's a vibe, ne? Is she a vibe or not? 100. All right, we are live on the Central University of Technology Facebook page. Check us out. Tell your friends all about it. We do not have an official hashtag, SRC. Eh? SRC, do we have an official hashtag? Can we come up with a hashtag? Hashtag what, Siyapasa? Eh? Mr. President, what's the official hashtag? I mean, we're social media people, right? And with social media comes a lot of hashtags out there when you're doing something. So we need to come up with a hashtag for this dialogue. What's the hashtag again? So, let's send. Excellence. Ooh, that sounds bougie. Love it. What's the other one? Let's hear. Huh? Bati hashtag siyapasa. Why do all of these hashtags have to include Sizulu? Hello? We need to come up with an official hashtag for today. Now, if you've just joined us right now, it is the first year's academic advising dialogue today. We'll be doing a lot of chatting later on, so make sure that you stick around. If you have questions as well, note them down and make sure that you ask them. You on Facebook, make sure that you comment down below. I'll make sure that I check out your comments on my Facebook as well, right? So, Demina mentioned something and did ask a question when she was reading the letter from the VC's office. And she did ask, do you know the Vice Chancellor? What was the answer? Yeah? Say it again. Say it with your chest. What was the answer? No. Yeah. That's quite disappointing, right? Yeah. I always say that the Vice Chancellor is the most famous person here at the Central University of Technology. It's like in high school not knowing your principal. You know, who's your principal? Like, oh, not sure. Who's the Vice Chancellor? Let's at least the name. Huh? Who? Andiva. Oh, they're saying Dube. It's not Mrs. Dube. Our Vice Chancellor is Miss Pamela Dube, and I call her Pam Pam when we're on the radio. You know, but off radio, it's not Pam Pam, it's the Vice Chancellor. So do Google about her so that you might bump into the Vice Chancellor without knowing it's the VC. You know, and students get excited when they see the Vice Chancellor because you hardly get to see the Vice Chancellor. Some people see the Vice Chancellor when they're graduating on the stage. Oh, wow, finally, I saw you. I saw the Vice Chancellor. So at the end of this program, you will get to know and probably know where is she located on campus. Maybe you would want to try your luck and have a chat with the VC as well. Good luck with that. All right, let's get into it. We're about to call the SRC president to come and let us know what are we here for and what are we going to be doing today, and for us to know where we're going. And I heard that some people want to do some singing. So as Sanzi, I'm not into your guijos and all of that. I've been learning. And there's something that I started learning, you know. There's this song. If you know it, help me sing it, and let's sing it together. It doesn't have much lyrics, by the way. Azupe, azupe, pepe, sabaya, baya, pepa, pepa. Stand up, pepa, pepa, azupe, pepe, azupe. There we go, azupe, pepe. Pepa, pepa. Hey. Yo, sabaya, baya, baya. Sabaya, baya, baya. Sabaya, baya, baya. Azupe, pepe. Azupe, yeah, 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 yeah. Sabaya, baya, baya. Sabaya, baya, baya. Zupe, pepe. All right, yeah, that's the easy one, eh? Yeah, that's the easy one. And then the TikTokers will tell us which one is new, what to say. I'm like, chill. As long as I know the Zupepe, right? Maybe you also don't know Guijo, but just learn that one. Zupepe, zepa, 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 yeah. All right. Last one before I hand over to the SRC president. Just want to test how smart are you, right? So you made it to varsity, must be smart, but everyone makes it to varsity, yeah? What do we call a paper plane that can't fly? What do we call a paper plane that can't fly? Does anyone know? Yes. Jamina, what do we call it? Sarah, what do we call it? A paper plane that can't fly.
Just a piece of paper.
Okay, he says it's just a piece of paper. What do you say? Huh? Somebody wants to say something here. What do you call a paper plane that can't fly?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Does anyone know? You guys are not smart. Aye. Come on. Huh? Now finally I get my answer. You know when I was at the UFS and I studying there, I was told that UFS students are smarter than CT students. Is it true? What do we call a paper plane that can't fly? We call it stationary. If you don't get it, forget about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the SRC President, Meti.
We can't sing, Makaban. We are racing against time. I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone. Is everyone good? Are you sure? Okay, my job is to give you an overview of why we are here today. Firstly, before we go to why we are here, I have to again request that all of you in the venue clap hands for yourselves. I'll tell you why afterwards. The reason you are clapping your hands is because next week exams are starting. We have a very congested timetable. Some of you in here, you have your own problems, either allowances, either conditions at your accommodation, either personal and otherwise. but still you chose to come and sit in here and hear what is the message. We said refreshments will be available. We did not even tell you what are the refreshments, but you chose to come this early in the morning. And you might not be aware of it now, but this, per our recollection and reading every document that we could get our hands off, is the first time in recent memory at the Central University of Technology where there is such a program. This thing that you are seeing here, know that you are part of the students that were at a program organized by the SRC, funded by the SRC, for the students, and students came in numbers, and you did not come only because we said there's a strike. You did not come because we said we are going to give you anything for free. You came because there's information that you know you need to know. In here, I'm pretty sure there's someone who's coming from a house where no one finished matric. There's someone coming from a house where no one has a higher education qualification. There's someone in here whose NSFAS allowance is more money than what their parents survive on a monthly basis. So most of the people, you are groundbreakers in your families. You are the first one to go to matric, the first one to pass matric, the first one to qualify for university, the first one to apply for university, the first one to be admitted at the university. You'll be the first one to graduate, the first one to find an employment where you earn money that is sustainable, the first one to buy a car, the first one to buy or build a house, the first one whose children will not know the feeling of going to sleep, not knowing what they are going to eat the following day. But for you to get to that destination, along the journey, there are times where you are going to need someone to assist you. And at a university, the people that you need to assist you, firstly, is the SRC, because they are the people that you elect to assist you. Secondly, it is the staff that deals with you on a day-to-day basis. Your lecturers, finance staff, admin staff, the faculty administrators, the secretaries and assistants of deans and HODs. And today, some came. Some could not come but offer their apologies. But most importantly, you came. So secondly, I need you to clap hands for the CUT staff that are here, that stopped everything to come and inform you the relevant information you need to know to ensure you go through the examination processes without hassle. Please, let's clap hands for them. And then we are going to clap hands for our Deputy President because she was not lying. When we were stressing in the morning about whether or not students are going to come, whether or not the equipment will be available and will be set up on time, whether or not snacks will be available, she received information that her grandfather passed away. But still, she went prepared and came here because she understands the importance of you receiving information. And the reason you are going to receive that information is because each and every year, post-examinations, there's an influx of students that go to the SRC offices for issues that could have been prevented. Some of you as students, you are not aware that for the past 3 weeks, we have been attending disciplinary hearing cases of students who submitted fake medical certificates in last year's November examinations. And it is painful to see a student coming to you and saying, if I get expelled or suspended, my life is over because I'm living with my uncle, I'm living with my aunt. One mistake, they are throwing me to the streets. You need to know, if you feel you are not well, don't buy a doctor's letter. You must go to the doctor, a valid and legitimate doctor. They must assess you so that when you submit to AGU and they verify, they see this came from a doctor that is legit and the student was actually ill. We are doing this because we need for you to pass in these upcoming examinations. Most of you are funded by NSFAS. NSFAS requires that every year you pass over 55% of your modules so that they fund you the following year. CUT consists of over 80% students that are NSFAS eligible. Not all of them have it, but they qualify. So automatically we know over 80% of the students at CUT do not have the means to survive. And for you to get that NSFAS, as problematic as it is, the most important and basic thing you have to do is pass. And for you to pass, you must be showered with information. And we have seen that the information and communication between students, the institution, and the SRC has been limited. And this is the start of ensuring we have constant communication. Communication that will ensure in January, we stop having cases of students who are unable to register and have to go back home for things that could have been prevented. And you being here proves to us that you are on the right path to achieving our overall success. Because we are stressed. I want to tell you, as the SRC alone, we spent 16,000 just for this program. And seeing the numbers that are here right now, if someone was to say, will you do it again? Yes, we will do it again. We did not expect every student to come. But we knew as long as we can make an impact on those ones that do come, our job is done and our job will continue. So CUT students, please, from now up until we close the program officially, do not leave. Secondly, these chairs that are empty need to be filled. Your classmates, your friends need to know this information. Whilst you are listening, make it a point to contact them and tell them, we are here up until 1. Please come so that you get this information. You must assist us with marketing. Because if we ensure that this program becomes a success, it will be normal for us to have such programs. And then we are going to cut the number one hindrance we have always been having at the Central University of Technology, which is dissemination of information and students knowing exactly what is needed to be done and when it's needed to be done. And with that being said, Program Director, where are you? We have lost the Program Director. With that being said, I'm heading over to the Program Director. We thank you very much for arriving. The snacks we can confirm have arrived. We're just signing them off. We are going to prepare them for you. If your friends do not come and decide to Rubona, they are not interested, we bought enough for 2,000. So all that I know is that everyone that's in here is not leaving any of these doors without receiving a snack. And it's not a bribe. It's us saying, we appreciate you for taking time off from your schedule to come to us and get this information that you need. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, thank you, President. There's something that he missed when he started. You know, when I got a text from one of the SRCs, how they greet revolutionary greetings. Huh? I was like, ooh, revolutionary greetings. I think as broadcasters, we also need to come up with a way, because I see broadcasters around, how we greet each other, ne? Ne? Okay, the broadcasters are not even nodding. It's okay. We'll keep it to hello, hi. It's fine. But revolutionary greetings to those that have joined us live on Facebook, Central University of Technology Facebook page. We see you. We came up with a hashtag. The hashtag, it's called hashtag what? Ililibezi. How long hashtag siyapasa? Or are we going with hashtag excellence? Which one? Eh? Let's start this side. Which hashtag should we run with? Eh? Excellence. Let's hear. Yeah. Akutli. Siyapasa. Let's hear in the middle. Siyapasa. Let's hear that side. Hey, which one is it? Okay, up there. Siyapasa, hashtag Siyapasa. We've got our official hashtag. It's hashtag Siyapasa on social media. So make sure that you use the hashtag. Let your friends know what's happening on campus today, why you are here, and all of that. Without wasting any time, because we started late, we will now welcome on stage Assistant Dean from FEBIT, Mr. Ben Kotia, on stage. Let's give him a round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you are well. I see you alive, ready for everything. Just for me to know a little bit about yourself. We've got 4 faculties in this institution. I'm from the Faculty of Engineering, but there's a Faculty of Humanities. I just want to see how many of you are from that faculty. Okay. Then we've got the Faculty of Engineering. How many of you are here? Okay, that's my faculty. Then we've got the Faculty of Management. Okay, we've got a few managers in your house as well. And then from Health and Environmental Sciences. Okay, so I don't know if anybody is going to talk with regards to the other faculties, but in short, what I'm going to tell you now is something that I wish that happened a little bit earlier. So thanks for the SRC of arranging this, but it should have been happening already in the beginning, almost when we had orientation. But nevertheless, we are here to discuss your future and having a look at what you're going to achieve as well with the program that you enrolled for. Now, most of you should have been in the ECP program. I'm correct saying that? Are you first years? Okay, so first years means that you are here first of all. But what I'm talking about now is with respect to the ECP programs. Must I talk about other programs as well? Okay. Now, what I'm going to tell you is coming from our webpage. So you will see at cut.ac.za, there's a webpage that you can see everything. And what I'm going to discuss is in the student calendar. Do you know about something like that? Yes. So this is the information that is very important to you. You have to read that. It is in the chapters. Now, my faculty is in chapter 21. Now, what is important there to note is that there's certain rules there mentioned. So it's prerequisites, it is compulsory subjects, and some of those rules stipulates that some of those subjects you have to pass while you're in the first year, else you're going to get academic excluded. Do you know that? So that's why I'm saying it's very important that this message should have gone out a little bit earlier. But you have to make sure that you get access to the exam for those subjects so as to continue. And do you know that there's a residency period as well? Do you know what is a residency period? So it means that you can get funding for studying at CUT, but it's limited to a time period for the qualification that you enrolled in. So it means that you have to pass for a diploma within 5 years. With an ECP program, within 6 years maximum. Okay, that means it's not 6 years of holiday, 6 years to complete your qualification. And our Deputy President just said to you, what are you? You are? Hashtag PASA, ne? Okay, colleagues, with that said, I'm not going to entertain you further. I'm not going to tell you much more. But in summary, I just want to check if I've done everything I should have from my notes. Okay. I've welcomed you. I've told you about what is important with regards to the subjects. We are glad that you're in the institution. Just something that I wanted to mention. You know that you had to have an app score for access into the institution, ne? And certain subjects with certain levels. Do you agree? Do you know why that is so important? We as an institution are telling you actually with that, you are capable of achieving. If you attend classes, if you do the work being presented, using the SI classes, the peer mentorship classes, attending to what is being said for you, in our case, practicals as well. So it means that you are actually here and can achieve what you want to. So I'm just reiterating that. I've mentioned the specific subjects, that you need to read this in the calendar to make sure. In ECP programs, we are giving handbooks already paid for as well, other than the student assistance in the labs and peer assistance. If you don't have videos and recordings and using eTutor, then you have to talk to your peers and your lecturers. I think I've covered most of the things. Are there any questions from the floor? This means I've done my job. As a last thing, I'm going to give you a questionnaire. This was actually being prepared for only our faculty. It's got a QR code on there. Scan it and see if you can answer those questions so as to have a little bit more feedback to address issues still if we haven't done so at this stage. So thank you for listening to me. Go well. All of the best with the exams. I wish you luck, and I hope I see you next year as a second-year student. Well done.
Alrighty, thank you so much. That was Assistant Dean from FEBIT, Mr. Ben Kotia, and letting us know about their faculty. So there's a survey there, so go check it out. You can scan and make sure that you join in on the survey. All right, so earlier on, did mention hashtag Siyapasa, and I did mention that I am a guy that is not into Guijo, you know. I'm still learning, and I only know one song. But the SRC was like, no, hold on. There's someone who can assist you. In case you do not know, right? Guijo. How many of you guys here know Guijo? All of? Okay, at least I know, but I don't know much. How many of you know how to sing Guijo? All of us. Then we're all gonna sing Guijo, right? And in the process, I will be learning Guijo. So I'll give a review on Monday on the radio that I learned Guijo, and these are the songs that I've learned. How about that? All right, where are they? Let's welcome. Oh, is it them there? Huh? Are you gonna sing from there? Come on stage. Come on stage. A round of applause for them. They are here to teach me Guijo. Guijo Aikis coming on stage. If you know the song, help us sing the song as well. The more the merrier.
tlasa bonamelo ba maoto a hao Jehova. Re kopa lesedi, re kopa kganya, re kopa mohau ntate a matla mosa mohau. Ke bana ba hao ntate santsane ba tlo qala ho ngola Jehova. Ba apese ka matla moya o halla hobane meleko e mengata Jehova. Ke kopa tsena mabitsong a mararo ntate le moya le moya hallang. E ba le bona ntate o fihlella ba be ba lo qeta di-exam tsa bona. Lebitsong le matla la morena wa rona mopholosi wa rona Jesu Kriste. Amen.
Alrighty. Yeah, no. Bao pela Shem. Huh? No, man, bao pela, they even prayed, ne? If that prayer did not make it to heaven, then I don't know. I don't know. If that prayer did not make it to heaven. You guys said that you know Guija and you will help them out. Jamina literally had to come on stage to make you guys stand up. How? Why didn't Klaba Bafet? Eh? Why didn't clap? A round of applause for the Guijo Ikes. It is the SRC first year student academic advice and dialogue. And when Mr. Ben was on the podium, he wanted questions, but nobody wanted to ask questions. A dialogue is where we get to discuss and have chats. This is what I've seen the past 5 months since I've been on this campus as a student under this faculty. How about this and this and that? You have maybe 2 questions that you want to have chats with them, right? Remember when we started, I did say that when I was a first year student at UFS, I didn't know of such things. Maybe they don't do them. I don't know, right? But this is where you are able to know more about your academic requirements, where to go, who to chat with, what is required from you as well, so that we basically help you navigate your academic journey, right? And make it easier for you for the next coming 3 years. Some might be 4, some might be here for 5, you know, still doing undergrad. It happens. No, I'm just gonna be honest, it happens. You know, people will just study for years and years. But okusalayo ripusha course, all right? Ripusha what? Course, akamunandi kanjani. All right, our next speaker, please welcome Methani Matia from AGU. They're here to tell us all about it, about academic graduation and what's going to happen and what to expect, all of that. Let's welcome her on stage.
Dumelang. Le kae? Re teng. Ke nna Mme Madia from AGU. I believe la itse hore what is AGU, I get. Okay. Or is there anyone who doesn't know? Assessment and Graduation Unit. I'm gonna give you a bit of an information as to, you are first years, ne? So you need to know, these are the basics that I'm gonna tell you. You need to know them so that you know, and for the entire study period, because what you know today, you'll carry it through, right through the entire study period. We are approaching examination. In fact, we are already starting by Monday with the examination. So I'm gonna give out a few rules, and then I believe my colleague will add on others when I'm done. I believe as a first year, you still don't know the first, how do you go to the venue and all that, the process of a university, if I may say. You are expected to be at the venue as early as the least 8:30, you should be seated. So meaning by 8 o'clock, you should be at the venue. You should bring in your student card. You should have your, what do they call, the stationery bag, ne? And then secondly, you should know your venue before, in fact, that you are writing what time, the venue and everything. So the other one, we usually have a problem with students when, during the exam time, students, they don't show up for exam. Fine, if you are sick, it's okay. You are allowed to get sick. But we, as the exam department, we expect a letter from the doctor, and it shouldn't be a fake letter, because once we get a fake letter, then we will be having a problem. You won't be allowed to sit for exam, for special exam, because once you miss the main exam, it means you qualify, not qualify per se, you still can get a second chance to write a special or sick exam. That's where you have to apply within 3 days of being, I mean, it has to happen 3 days after your examination. Let's say you miss the Monday exam. Within the next 3 days, you have to apply and submit your medical certificate and your form at the AGU unit, where you will be told within a certain period of time that you indeed will be writing special or sick exam, or you won't be writing. So you have to apply within that specified period. You have to make sure that you bring the right letter. The letter, it has to state that the doctor has given you a day off for that particular day. A doctor, I mean a letter that doesn't specify anything, it means you were not given a day off. So you should know that when your letter doesn't state that you were at the doctor by this day and you were booked off by this day, from this day to a certain date, you should know that when your letter doesn't have that kind of information, it means you won't be given another chance to write. So make sure that you are really sick when you get to the doctor. Because when you are not sick, the doctor doesn't give us that information. And in that case, we don't approve your special examination. The other one is, yeah, I think I've said most of what I had. My colleague will take over and say the others that I didn't touch on. Thank you so much and good luck with the upcoming examination. Alrighty, thank
thank you so much, Methani Amatia, and from Assessment and Graduation Unit. We heard it have, the president of the SRC did mention earlier on that they had to sit down on so many cases of students that have faked the doctor's notes. Please don't do it. Please, ne? Academic exclusion, everything, you'll be like excluded and stuff. Just don't do it. There are bogus doctors, both Dr. Matthew Lani that you will meet Bablom. Matthew. So you might meet another Matthew Lani here in Bloom and say, no, I've got a practice and I'm from this university and this and that. So just be cautious as far as that one is concerned. Hawi Patli Kamu Singh. Let's welcome from the same unit, Assessment and Graduation Unit, Mayor Shanae Swanepoel.
Good morning, students. We are so glad that you are CUT students because this is the best university in South Africa, I think. My first years, as I say, I was for years working at the inquiries desk at AGU, exam department, and I've seen so many mistakes or errors that students does. And the first warning I want to give you, when in doubt about any exam, graduation, or anything that you do not understand, please, when in doubt, come to AGU. That's why we are there for. Because what happens a lot is the students, they're confused, they don't understand, they ask the chomi or they think they ask a lecturer. And in many cases, the poor student is misinformed. Okay. Then, as Prof. Kotze has said a few minutes ago, his faculty is in chapter 21. Students, you see this, you get this every year. Either you get a book, the CUT calendar, or it is also on the CUT website, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I would say, because it's my department, the most important chapter here, but please go read through all of them, but most of them is chapter 9. Because when you come with inquiries to AGU, we adhere to the rules and policies of our institution, and unfortunately, especially myself, will throw you with, we call this the rule book, because this is your contract between CUT and yourselves. And as my colleague has said, let's quickly start with the up-and-coming assessments that starts next week. We are going into technology. Nothing is paper, sending papers and letters out anymore. We communicate timetables and dates via the CUT website, or in many cases, AGU will send bulk SMSs. My dear students, and here I'm on my knees. Unfortunately, I can't take the mic to the floor, but your contact details is of the utmost importance to you, because all CUT is going to say, we communicated via SMS, email, or. And most of us, we use, what is this? You don't have a cell phone contract, you do the, every now and then your cell phone numbers change. Even if your cell phone or your email address changes, you have to go to the enrollment office and correct it on the system, because we are system-based. We get the information from the system to communicate with you. Many times I get emails, but my chomi got this, but I did not. It is 10 to 1 because the chomi's information is correct. We did not have your correct contact details. Okay. Please make sure that's very important. And then colleagues, students, as my colleague has just said, please, please, And currently we're not doing the LS 124.3 for Bloemfontein students only, please. When you are sick or that you cannot write an exam, it is now on student enabler. Last year we had lots of misunderstanding, miscommunication with that. Make sure you submit your sick application on the enabler. Follow the correct processes. What has happened with second, third, fourth year students? They go in, they rush, they attach the medical certificate. I'm done. You are not done, student. Your computer will tell you, because the students think that when it says successfully uploaded, did you hear what I said? Successfully uploaded. That means your medical certificate was successfully uploaded. It doesn't mean AGU received your application. We in the AGU, on a daily basis, every half an hour, because the computer tells you, check there's applications. We will open it. So if it doesn't say, you must click the button where it says, if it says done, if you press that button, it comes to us. And how it works, and I want the first years to understand. In our department, we have different people doing different faculties. Like myself, I receive all the applications for engineering. My colleague, Memadia there, she is humanities. Me Waterboer Lemau, they are doing the management faculty, and Ms. Hatting, the health and environment. So it is always also important that in the faculty that you are studying, our particulars is on the CUT website. Address your email to the correct person responsible for that particular faculty. If we are sick or on leave, we will let you know, and other people will then assist with that inquiry. Don't send your inquiry to the VC or to the registrar's office. That's time consuming, because now the registrar, you've sent it. She takes 2-3 days before she reads your email. How many days have we lost? 3. Now she sends it to Mem Tlabati because she's the assistant registrar. She reads it, another 2 days may get wasted. You hear what I'm saying? Send it directly. If you have sent an email to Ms. Swanepoel, and I must say, people, during these times, we are busy, but that's not an excuse. If it so happens that within 72 hours, we did not respond to your email, only then I would say, go to the SRC and say, I lodged an inquiry, I did not hear. Many students, they don't even come to AGU with their inquiries. They run straight to the SRC and think that is. The SRC is not your inquiries desk. AGU is. Do you understand? And I want to come back to the SIC applications. Students, please stay away from the backyard mechanics who charge you 500 Rand for a fraudulent certificate. I know what I'm talking about because in the past, during one exam session, myself had about 9 fraudulent medical certificates. It's my responsibility to report it as fraudulent. You might be found guilty. Only bring it when you are sick. What we are looking at, students, in here, chapter 9, the rule clearly states you must visit the doctor before or on the day of your assessment. Don't tell me you were too sick today, you couldn't write, you go to the doctor tomorrow, because the doctor cannot indicate how sick you were the day before. You understand what I'm saying? AGU may only abide by these rules, and this is where we are going to decline your application to say you wrote today, you only went to the doctor the next day. It will be declined. You cannot come to us because the rule does not make allowance for, I didn't have transport, I was feeling too sick, I was feeling this and that. If you are really so sick that you cannot write, students, we have a clinic here at CUT as well. You must make 100% sure when you apply not to make loopholes for us to decline. We don't decline because we don't like you or your qualification. It's strictly based on Chapter 9, application for sick special, that you need to please adhere to. With the exams next week, students, you do not come to the AGU. I forgot my student number. I don't have a student card. You do have a student card. If you've lost it, misplaced it, I always tease the students at the inquiries desk, rather forget to get dressed than forget your student card during exams. You understand? Because that is your only permission to enter your assessment venue. If you've I know you guys are nervous and everything, but if you're on your way, oh, I don't have my student card, you don't come to AGU, please, we're just going to send you away from pillar to post. We don't want to do that. Then you run here to the student enrollments. You quickly, immediately ask for proof of registration. They must give you that document. You bring that document then to your venue, because remember now, the chief invigilator may not allow a student in if he's not registered and qualified to write for that particular subject in the venue. And only the proof of registration or your student card can give you that permission. Okay, I'll stick to the Chapter 9. Yes, I think I have one very important thing. Yes. One very important thing that frustrates me, and I've been here, you can see the old lady, né? I'm here for 20 years already. If you ask somebody for advice or somebody told you and you come to AGU, and immediately when we hear, this information the student has got is not correct, the first thing I'm going to ask you, ma'am, who told you this? If there's one word I hate, they. They said we are all dumb that's sitting in here today. Who are they? We want to go with them. That's just a figure of speech, please, my dear colleagues. All CUT students are clever. You understand? Whoever tells you something where you asked a question, so that when you come to AGU, especially myself, because I'm very cheeky, if my students was misinformed with information, you can ask my colleagues, you can ask my boss. I will call that lecturer, I will call that DA and say, why did you give the student misinformation? But then you must be able to come to me and say, yeah, but Mektari said I can do X and Y, because that's misinformation. Is there any questions, students? Nothing.
Yes, there are questions. We're opening the floor to the questions, guys. If you have any question, remember this is a dialogue. Don't ask your friend after this.
Greetings, people. Obviously, this is a dialogue. I'm going to be quite long. I'm Tepo Hokwani, the chairperson of Wellness Center, including the CUT clinic. We were talking about 60% pass rate regarding our campus for you not to be excluded. Quite enough, our campus have filled us already whereas when you failed, the main modules actually, they tend to block your other modules. And then you will start to having less modules to be busy with on campus. And whereby when you pass them, it won't get to that 60%. And that's where NSFAS will come in and will start excluding students. And that's why they will start have to make an appeals and everything. They won't have fundings. I think that have to change. No module should be blocked. Qualification given years, obviously. As you are saying that your qualification as you're doing diploma, you are giving 5 years for your bursary for you to complete your qualification. Now I'll go back to the number 1 point. We are given 5 years. Modules are being blocked. So how are you going to complete that 5 years while your modules are being blocked? The SI. We've been getting many students that are excluded regarding academic exclusion, whereby they didn't do well in their exams. What the SIs are for, while they are failing us. While we have the huge amount of students who are failing, but they say that we have SIs, the tool is not working. Sick letters, we are being referred to doctors. Which doctors? Because our government knows as well by now as youth, we've been filled by the health facilities, whereby you have to stay at the hospital or at the clinic for hours and hours before you see a doctor. That's whereby the corruption or the fraudulent of a doctor's letter comes from, because of we're expected to come with a doctor's letter with which budget if we need to see a doctor. We are NSFAS students. The clinic, I heard you mention the chapter 9, and it's all about the doctor's letters and everything if you need to see a doctor or to be attended as you are sick. Quite enough since I've been here for 3 years at CUT, you still have to book for you to see a nurse and a doctor come only once a day and 8 o'clock only, and at 9 o'clock the doctor leaves. And how many students will be sick to see a doctor? So from my side, those are my concerns actually. Thank you.
Thank you for the question, sir. Here's a snack for you. Ma'am, did you get all the questions?
Okay. I'm quickly going to start with the medical certificates because that is more the AGU's responsibility. And students, we do understand that. And remember, with a new, each student, we, AGU, CUT, nobody in this world can say you have to have a medical aid and it must be this and that kind of doctor. You can go to any clinic. You can even go to the hospitals. What is that? It must just, all we ask is when you submit a medical certificate, what we as AGU look at, and remember we do spot checks, and because we do know, and I'm not speaking to you guys directly because you are first years, I'm talking what has happened in the past. Unfortunately, as my colleague has just said there, their students are getting nervous and we know that there is people selling medical certificates. I'm not going to divulge on that. Just be aware, AGU CUT is aware of that. And I want to ask you to stay away from that. You understand? If a doctor is willing, because we go according to the rule, sir, if you go to the doctor and the doctor is, because remember the doctors are very busy, they just write a first consultation today, ding, 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 ding. If the doctor is just willing to say, I was fully booked, this also, just so we as AGU knows. Because as we all know, ladies and gentlemen, we go to a doctor when we're at our sickest. You don't want to spend money on a doctor. Oh, I'm feeling okay today. Let me go hear what's wrong with me. You hear what I'm saying? That's why we go to the chemist. All we ask, you can go to hospitals, you can go to clinics. It's not to say you have to have money. You understand? You can go there. It is your right to do that. Even the students did make misuse of our clinic, but in certain cases, we do accept a letter from the clinics as well. All we just ask is, and I think the gentleman standing there said that, don't bring a medical certificate because I was partying too much, I can't write today. Go when you are sick. It is not the place or AGU don't want you guys to write exams. My dear friends, we want you to write because we are the unit assessment and graduations. Because we know that if we push you through assessments, in a year or two, we're going to stand here and let you on the stage to graduate. That is our purpose. But it must be done according to the rules and the regulations. Okay? That's the part of with the medical certificates. I don't want to, little knowledge is a dangerous thing, and I've got little knowledge on that, but I will discuss it with Mem Klabati as well. Also, I think it is in chapter 9 yet again, the academic exclusion. Academic exclusion, you are first-year students sitting here in front of us. If you now, in this semester, you were registered for 5 subjects, you fail all 5 because you're a first-year student, you will be academically excluded. You understand? It is in here. I don't want to waste time by giving you the rule where it is, but it is in here. And then second years, it says 50% more of the subject credits, not the exact. You don't have to fail mathematics 5 times. The 5 subjects that you are now registered for in your 3rd and 4th year, if we add for 2 consecutive semesters or years, you have failed more than 50% of your subject credits, you will be academically excluded. This was a division that fell under AGU for years. It is now with student enrollments. They inform students who is academically excluded. On the SI, sir, I'm not going to say wrong things. Let me take that up with, if you allow me, students, I will take that up with Mayor Mklabati. Final thing before I'm now going to allow you to enjoy yourselves. One thing that you must also please be, there's no excuse, is deadlines. Because remember, our work at AGU, we have so many, that piece of white paper that's going to lie on that table for you next Monday, ne? It's not, there's a paper. There's so many things that must be done correctly for us to get there. And for that, we also have deadlines that we must abide by. Because we need to follow our deadlines to inform, to give a deadline to students. They follow theirs correctly, and the process was a success. You hear what I'm saying? So please, and that is yet again where the cell phone numbers comes in, because on there we will give you the deadline to say you have until the 15th to check your course marks. To check this and this, because after that final date, we will not change any marks anymore. And here I'm talking about your course marks. Because remember now, and this is one thing you must also understand, during exams, we will send out information to say, here is your course marks. Madam, you're going to have 90% course mark, but it's going to say no. And remember, that is only in the trial where we say, students, please check your correctness Go to your lecturer, sign off if it's correct. If it's not correct, inform the lecturer, because your lecturer, not AGU, your lecturer must correct either test 1, test 2, or test 3 on the CUT system. So that when Mem Tlabati now says this is the deadline, she closes the system and she tells the system, do the final calculation and give us the admission mark. It's called an admission mark. You understand? So if in that trial period where you can do corrections, ignore the yes and the why. Don't stress about that. But I say yet again, when in doubt, rather ask. But understand why in the beginning, when you see your course marks, when you see no's, that is why. Then we publish a final where we tell you, the students, this is the admission. Is it a yes or a no? And please, students, one thing that many of you do make. No, man, I received all 3 my tests and I did very well. I don't have to check. Can I tell you a secret? You have to check. You know why? Do you guys know why you have to check? Nothing that's written on that green book of yours, that is correct. But why do you also have to go check on the system? I'm going to tell you. Because remember, those tests is entered by human beings. You understand? We can make mistakes. To err is human, forgive divine. You understand? We can make a mistake. It is your right as a student to keep us on our toes. Listen, here's my 3 tests. How can you put in here 46? It is 64. Are you dyslexic? Change it, please. Before we tell you yes or no. And the same with SIC exams. The rule says submit your application within 3 working days after your assessment. There's reasons for that, students. We must look through that application. We need to inform the lecturer. Listen, I have 1, 2, 3, 6 students in this particular subject. I need a question paper. And if you take too long and we say it's open house, apply when you feel like it, we will never have exams. You understand why there's deadlines. But remember, there might also be reasons why you might have slipped a deadline. And please, as my colleague there has just stated, if you are hospitalized, I'm not asking you to escape from hospital to bring the certificate. Then you may ask a friend to assist you in with your application. In hospital, we do understand you don't have a laptop to do the online. You understand? But then just on a way, especially that's what I teach my engineering students, ask a chomi of yours just to come and tell me Swanepoel, chomi X is in hospital. I make a note so that when I get that SIC application, when the student could do it for me, to understand it's not late, he was hospitalized. Okay. Deadlines and Rule 19 first years. And please, as I say, when in doubt, come visit us. We are there to assist. And as, especially me, I also tell the students, ma'am, you here with red hair? I'm telling all of you, I will fight with you. I think I have the right to do that. Because if I see that you are making a mistake that's going to cost you time and money, I will fight with you. I am your CUT mother, ne? You see me? I will fight with you to keep you on the right track. But what I will also do, and that I've done many times, I will fight for you. You understand? Any other questions?
All right. There's from his question, there's a part that you left out, Ms. Swanepoel. He did ask about doctor's letters, medical certificates, right? So for students that do not have the money to go and then they go to public clinics, and we know how it can get strainers at public clinics, it gets packed as well, where it's 4:30, you haven't received any service and they tell you to come back tomorrow. Then on the exact day of you writing the exam, they did not assist you at all. You have to come back the next day. When you come back, that's when you get the assistance. How do they go about that? Where day one, I was writing, I was sick, went to the clinic, did not get assistance as well, but I don't have a medical certificate to say I was actually at a health facility on this day.
Thank you for that question. And it is also true, it's not always the students that's wrong, you understand? But yet again, I call this the Blue Bible, rules, policies, and regulations.
All right.
If I may suggest, and this I will also take up with my two managers, is then, if it so happens at the clinics, National Hospital, where I know there's queues and, then remember, you are the sick one, not me. I don't know if there's anybody here from the clinic that can maybe, a CUT, our clinic here. I know we don't always accept, but as I say, allow me to discuss it with Mem Tlabati, that we ask, if it so happens, and remember, Tare, if I'm not mistaken, they are allowed to go to the clinics and the Dis-Chem chemists. No? They can also go there. Remember, you don't go buy a Disprin, a lunch bar, and here's my medical certificate. Remember, there at the back, at the dispensary, what's it called? You may also bring that. We're not saying you have to go to the clinic, you have to go there. We just want a document where we can identify that it was a medical practitioner with the following date of visit and one thing you must make sure, as my colleague has stipulated here, if the doctor just said, oh, he was here, he didn't say you were sick. We understand medical condition because your illness is...
Go through the file and everything.
It's nobody's business. But the doctor didn't book you off. So this thing is now, you must have been booked off. That's why you couldn't write.
All right, so with the local clinics one, maybe they did not assist me on the actual day where I was supposed to write and I'm sick. But maybe they can write something to say, he was here, we sent him back because of long queues, and.
We just want to know that because of queues, that is why
Okay.
students...
Did you guys hear that, right? So if you go to a local clinic, long queues, they did not assist you, ask for the letter to say, I was here, you guys turned me back, you said I should come back because of the long queues. Then you go the next day as well to the clinic because you are sick, right? And so that you can get the medical attention that you deserve. Khaupalele also has a question, Ms. Swanepoel.
Good day, everyone. With regards to the day of the exam, right? Usually when you come into Budrowski, at the window there's this paper that has your course mark, your name, the seat that you're going to be sitting on, and all that, right? There are times when you come in and you check your name or your course mark and you know that you do qualify. It says yes on your portal. It shows that you do qualify for this exam. But then when you get here, your name does not appear on the piece of paper that allows you to come into the exam. And when you go to AGU, usually they will tell you, no, go to your lecturer, ask your lecturer if they made your marks are correct or whatnot. And now you have to go back and forth between AGU and your lecturer. What happens in that instance now? What is the student supposed to do if they encounter such a problem?
Very good question. Thank you for that. We need to stop sending students from pillar to post. And that is why it is so important for the student, because this is a catch-22. Yes, it has happened, as the lady has explained, and we must try to get away from that. That is why it is so important. The timetable is on the CUT website as well. You guys are nervous. You have all the right to quickly run and ask, where am I writing? Students, unfortunately, in many cases, and this might happen when we send the poor students from pillar to post, is in the large, especially humanities, we don't have big enough venues to have all the students for a particular subject writing. We might have a subject in 4 different venues. But now, this Chomiche, they are classmates, né? Because his timetable says Butroski. Oh no, we're writing in the boot. She accompanies him. But unfortunately, the system checks how much can the Butroski take. Okay, the first 350 goes to the boot, the rest go to Arctic and. But unfortunately, hers now fell in the Arctic, but she is accompanying him under the impression we write in the same venue. And this is unfortunately, and I'm also going to take this up with my colleagues at the inquiries desk. That is why it is so important to make sure that you do go to the correct venue. You might not write in the same venue as your chomi or your classmate for that matter. Or you hear, oh, the subject is writing there. It's writing in different venues. And this is why Mem Mhlabati is very, very strict with this. That is why it is so important that when she communicates to the students to say, here's your marks, check the correctness, closing date is X. The reason for that is, colleagues, it's not to keep us busy. It is for her to make sure that you've reported a test 1, test 2, test 3 error or whatever. The lecturers has corrected that so that, and this is why, as you have said, but my name is not on the mark sheet. The system is written in such a way that if we tell the system, this is the subject code, give us the mark sheet. The system will only put the marks on that piece of paper for students who has admission. If you don't have admission, your name will not be on there. Why is your name not on there, ma'am? It's not on there because your admission says no. You've got a 55 course mark, but it says no because the lecturer did changes and he didn't inform AGU prior to the deadline. You understand what I'm saying? So please make sure, students, don't just go on, I know my test marks. That's good, you must know. I'm repeating myself now. The lecturers and the DAs who is capturing your marks can, may, and might make a mistake. You understand what I'm saying? And it is your right, and I request you for the 2, 3, 4, 5 years that you are going to be at CUT. Students, keep us on our toes. And the way you can do that is by, when we ask you to check, please check. You are one student with your few subjects. This is just an example, please. Myself, who's responsible for the engineering department, I have 5,600 and something registered students for S1 2024. You see how possible it is for me to make a mistake, because I must deal with each person's exam mark. But we have parameters. I cannot speak on behalf of the departments, but in our AGU department, when your exam script comes to us, exam marks is entered twice. So that if the one puts in 46, and I want to put in 64, the system will block us and say, hey, where are you going? Here's 2 different marks for us to correct. Unfortunately, I don't know how the departments deal with test marks. If they only put it in once, I cannot give information on that. But yeah, we will make a due process of that to make sure, you the student, make sure that you know exactly your venue. You don't run to the same one as the Chomi. You have the timetable on the Metari, it's on the website, no? Yeah, it is on the website. Make sure you know your venue. And of course that you have don't come the morning of to say, oops, it says no. It's a bit late for us then to see what we can do or what the problem might have been. Any other questions?
Are we good? All right, my mic is on. Thank you so much, Ms. Swanepoel. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Hashtag Siyapasa. Yeah, I hear the flutes and all of that. Kiliboni, I'm gonna come. Listening is a skill. All right, here's what's gonna happen right now, right? Jamina will give us a bit of a roundup from the SRC as well.
Just give me a few seconds. Students, all the best for the upcoming exams, ne? Go well.
All right, thank you, all the best. We're not done with the questions. We are not done with the questions. Just listen to my presenter link. Ne? Thank you. We're not done with the questions. Jamina will just give a sum up of what Ms. Swanepoel had said right now, as well as Methani, and of course, what the students have been going through, because we know students go to the SRC office, right? What Ms. Swanepoel mentioned is that you have to wait 72 hours. Maybe you've missed that before you go to the SRC office to say, so-and-so, it's not reflecting because of your contact details that is not uploaded. But we noticed those questions and we've got something for you when you have questions. All right, Jamina, where are you?
Hello? Hello? Hashtag. Yo. Hashtag. 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 Who are the people that asked questions? Can you stand up? How many people asked a question? 1. Where's that lady that was here? Yo, it's a mile 10 million. Kimang omong obutsitseng question. Ki batla ho ba fa di ruler wa bona. Ene di ruler tse di tlo ba phasisa sekolong ke a le jwetsa. So ki batla batho bao ba tle ba tlo nka di ruler tse 4. Ruler ke ena baeti. Wa ngwala, o underline, o pass. Who else asked the question? Kimang omong obutsitseng potso, guys. Ruler ke ena baeti. Wa ngwala, o underline, o pass. Kimang a batlang rule? O tla botsa potso? Le tla botsa potso? Le sure? Okay. My sister, ruler ke ena. Wa ngwala, o underline, o pass. Hashtag. Hashtag. Okay. Ki batla motho a nang le sebete. Ki mang a nang le sebete mo? Ki mang a nang le liver? Kinna. Ke batla motho o nang le sibindi, because we have bags, we have a lot of things. But I'm not just gonna give it away if you don't say anything. Chloe, Chloe, Chloe. Woza. Woza. Mulate president, mulate. Woza. Woza la. Woza. Woza. Kiwela. Woza na. Wakiru wa mte. Was. President, kiyomu. Kiyomu. Woza, was. That one. Was. President Kiyomu, Ki. Oh. This one, yes, this one. Was. Hey, my brother at the back there. Olo supangomung, wabana vale vai four. Bale vai four, go dimu go. Wozani. Luena was. Luen was. But to bale vai four, how about? And like give out our toa, Monkang Halim Guti Sin. Kiri was la. Agauliwala was my sister on stage. Ari, why you say was? I get what was. President, mucho kayo. Heba to buy a short man. My sister was. Why are you laughing? Was. Motele mato was. Balateng, have a stage was. My sister. Karwa kakazela. Why kakazela so? Eh? Why kakazela was. Angeg pen, angeg. Was asambe say stage. Today we celebrate was. Akiru wena utheba nababanga unana kuboni kyata mo. Unana kuboni urutheba nababanga. Why are you laughing? Because Tina, we don't qualify. When are you qualify? Was. Why you tell Banabang? Because Bonaba qualify when our qualify like exam. Was my sister was. We are kakazera when we are you are shaking, my sister. Was. Okay. Kupaka ba chapele mato? Ah, was. My brother. When I watch is a proud. Lima kelwan wa ha watch is ena lingbu proud. Was. Show you, my sister. Show you say. Ngari la kakazela ngenkinis. And when I no jive ka orientation. And like when I rata stage you wait. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yo. Batuba shorta mo. Batuba shorta, President. President, uwana man. Black and white was. Kaufela mutapering black and white was. Black and white. Way hotel school. Black and white was. Ah guys was. My sister was a hotel school way. Okay, fine. So now, hey, khona abantu abazayo, clap hands for them. Oh. Kima twins. Li qualifier double. Or last year, na li qualifier same time. Hali qualifier together, ne? Okay, fine. So, was. So I want you to tell them something that you had that is gonna help them. Ne? You must tell them, and guys, if you laugh, I fetch you. You will waza here. If you laugh, I fetch you. So tell them something that is gonna help them. Say your name and tell them you love them. If you don't tell them you love them, I'm gonna have a problem with you. You must say, hello, CUT student. My name is Jemina Mukwe and I love you so much. Then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is gonna help you ka exam. And then I'm gonna give you a ruler that is gonna make you pass. Agir? Yeah, let's go. Clap hands for him.
Hey everyone. My name is Bushe Sapo. I'm a CET student and I love you all guys. So what I learned is that if you miss an exam, you have 3 days to submit a form to, I think, the examination center, something like that. Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear me now. So if you miss an exam, you have, I think, 3 days to submit a form. But I forgot where, that's the problem. But it has to do with examination center or something. But you have 3 days to submit.
Okay, is he telling the truth? Eh? Eh, yeah? Ah. Eh, yeah, ah. Eh, yeah. Okay, let's clap hands for him. Yes. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye, Chomi. Okay. Next customer, please. Yo. Okay. Wailing Lonela, guys. Because utlolibala wena ne. Wena. Because ubatla ubua. Okay, hlulisa lang ka ujaiva pili he. Do we have music? Yeah, my sister Wakakazela. Let's go, my brother. Tell them something, your name. Tell them something that's gonna, you must tell them you do what you love them. I get hashtag. Otherwise, to you.
Hashtag siyaphasa. Sure guys, let's go to the student kati salona. Alita go the exam room ne, and then remember to come 1 hour earlier. Hashtag siyaphasa.
Ay. Oh, kiss cam sako chowbek yo. Oh, kiss cam uri hashtag siyaphasa. What is cam asheta? Hey, my sister, why are you laughing? Kita wait. Okay, fine. Was. My sister. Was. Asambe was. Siyo pasa ne. Rilo pasa ne. Tloyo. Tloyo, my sister. Ra qualify la exam. Wasala. Tloyo. Tell us something. Tell them you love them.
Hello guys. Hello guys. My name is Asakanya. Okay, siyafunda, pasa, whatever. I'm so sorry. I'm so nervous. One thing that I learned today is that when you go for your examination on Monday, you need to ensure that you have your student card with you. And you also need to ensure that your marks appear on your student portal and you qualify for that exam so that you do not become lost or something, or you do the back and forth of going to the AGU and also your lecturer. I love you.
My sister, thank you, ne. Ke vari viki vari harka shur ki varka vari. Thank you, ne. Sorry, Madimpo, Madimpo, Madimpo. Thank you, ne. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, was chaiva hai. Ayebo. At least it's a match or something. Okay, let's go.
Botani Mzunzund. Kamalam Jinguchali from Life. Into engiyivileyo namhlanje kuthiwe even if nenza i-course efanayo but kuyenzeka uba ningabhali kwindawo enye.
Barry, kilibleleng kiatsiba lilela language. Even if you are doing the same course, it doesn't mean you're gonna write in the same venue again. Because when alim khotsa le batla kopisana akere. So nobody change le ba lentse di venue tse sa tshwaneng because le a kopisana akere. Akere wa kopa akere. Wa kopa. Au kopisan. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So Baba said sing, but they want to sing. Because they cannot ask questions. Was my sister? Was. My sister, how are you? Okay. Nkare is shukukukuing. My sister. Say something.
Hashtag Siapasa. Good morning, fellow students. My name is Itumeleng, and what I think is important for today, Kohore, you need to check that your marks on the script always match with the one on the student portal, because I'm one of the people who had that mistake last year, and now I had to repeat that module because I was not aware that my marks, they are not matching with what on the student portal. So you might get there and say, yes, I got my script, and then when I match my marks, they give a total of this mark. But if you didn't check on the student portal, it is possible for you to repeat the module, and there's nothing that you can do but to start again the following year. Thank you.
Thank you. Aww. Oh, my sister. Man. Guys, please clap hands for her. Because she's honest, né? Okay. Now I'm gonna make it fast, né? Because the president is going to fetch you guys. What is the name of the president? What is the name of the president, guys?
Meeting Maslang. Meeting.
Uri meeting Mahlangu. Eh? Meeting. Okay, clap hands. Clap hands. Clap hands. Clap hands. What is the name of your university?
CUT.
What is CUT?
Catch.
Kati, what is? What is the name of your university?
Central University of Technology.
Central University of Technology. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What is the name of your girlfriend? Lolo. Uyakakazela. Eh? Uyakakazela. But okay, my sister. Which side is the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology?
BHP.
But BHP is just a building, Mos.
Like it's Bunaki.
So which side is BHP?
That side.
That side. Come on. Where? Is she correct? Oh, let's clap hands for him. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. My brother, how are you? Ooh, even me, I'm fine. How many? What is the percentage you need to qualify for an exam?
50.
50? 50, ne? Can you please clap hands for him, ne? Because we don't want 40, Agir. Ribata 50 and above. Clap hands, eh? Let's go. My brother, you still didn't answer my question. Okay, who is the vice chancellor? Who is the vice chancellor, my sister?
I forgot the surname, it's Miss Pamela.
Miss Pamela. It's Prof. Pamela Dubager. Yebo, clap hands for him. Yebo, guys, clap hands, Pamela. Wow. Okay. Uyakakazela wena. Okay, tell me something, ne? You want to tell me something, ne? What is the meaning of SRC? What is, my brother? Why li patile koneng so? Tongmo. So yo. What is SRC? What is SRC?
Student Representative Council.
Are student representative cooking? Uring, my sister. Waring.
Student Representative Council.
Is she correct? Clap hands for him. Okay, so now, I want to finish real fast, ne? So I want to give rulers to these ones. You know why? Because banalist beat. So, team yaka luna li winning team because no 20 real stage but to babang bakala mene guys 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 don't leave this ruler, this one you must work for it, ne? So I give at entertain bana ba CUT phela guys. Akir okay. So, when I got to Quinile, wena, boss. So, Kupalir bineleng ne? Au chwala, bamozan, chwala, ame, ay chwala. So, my sister, guys. So, for the last time, let's try, at least try. 5, let's count down for them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Chala, bambe, chala, bambe, chala. Clap hands for them, guys. Oh, yebo. Okay, now I'm getting off the stage. I'm gonna get off the stage because I saw you guys, you are sleeping, man. You see, we still have more rulers. We have USBs, we have bags, but you will not get them if you don't participate. Again, you must participate. So now, number 1, you must have enough sleep. Don't procrastinate. Drumster, don't lie. You don't work well under pressure. You are lying. Study on time. You must know your venue. Agir, you must know your venue. Because if you don't know your venue, you will be walking around like a headless chicken. That time, you were cramming answers over the night. So we don't work like that. Also, if, guys, don't lie, ne? You want me to give you free advice? If you didn't study, I wanna say, see, just accept, you'll repeat the module next year. Eh? Study, so that you don't find yourself in that situation. I get my sister. My sister, how sharp, Umar? How sharp, ne? How sharp? Ubatla rule. Eh. Uhandle chom. Ki ye rula chom. Tlo yo chom. Eh, tlo yo chom. Utla ifa anke. Utaba batho. Eh, ya batho. Itla chom. Ki ma student ba. Eh, tlo yo chom. Shapelang chomi matsohle. Au chomi. Mufe chomi. Ube shapo ne. Ka o rata chomi ne. Eh, ya chomi. So guys, now I'm gonna get off the stage. But remember, don't trust Facebook. Kiring. Hakari don't trust Tebo. Kiri don't trust Facebook. Ausili rato ubua ka Tebo. Don't trust Facebook, ne? And then talk. When the people come here, you must ask them questions so that you understand, ne? Then if you want the SRC to assist you, you'll always find us by Lapeng, ne? Sorry, President. Signal. Akiru itse kufe signal. Ki signal. Ne? Okay. So now, I'm going to give it over to the MC. Thank you very much, guys. Clap hands for me.
Alrighty, one more time for Jamina, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, she just had her Oprah Winfrey moment. Ne? You get a ruler. Everybody gets a ruler. Well, not really. Not everyone got a ruler, Jamina. But you had your Oprah Winfrey moment, and I love that. All right, there's something that she mentioned, academic exclusion. And here on varsity, it's very important. There's financial exclusion, and then there's academic exclusion. You need to listen attentively to the next speaker to find out more about academic exclusion. In high school, you can repeat grade 10, maybe 3 times, 4 times. It's okay, they let you slide with it. But here in varsity, you can't keep on repeating and all of that. This is what we call academic exclusion, where you are basically kicked out of varsity because you are not performing. So our next speaker to let us know more about academic exclusion, please welcome Mejubi on the podium.
Good afternoon. Right. This light is too bright and I want to look at you. Good afternoon. I believe that these are only first years, program director. These are only first years, right?
It's a combination.
It's a combination, okay. For first years especially, I just want to remind you, remember majority of you finished your NSC last year, and we have allowed you to register without the proof of your certificate. We used the tape that we got from DBE. This is just a reminder that we will be sending you communication to the email addresses that we have on our system to remind you to upload your NSC certificate as soon as it's made available. I know it's usually towards the end of the year. And if you have wrote metric more than once, just make sure that you upload a combined certificate when you upload, not in bits and pieces, because remember it has an impact at the bottom of the text that's included on your certificate. So I just wanted to remind you on that. If we admitted you based on a birth certificate, we still need your ID as soon as you have one. I believe you have because you are all voting also. So please do upload that. On your I-enabler certificate SIN, That's where you upload all your supporting documents. So we will be waiting for them. If they are not uploaded, you won't be able to register in 2025 for your preceding year. So just remember that, to do that for us as soon as possible, or as soon as those documents are available. So I was requested to speak to 2 items, but I have another meeting now at 1, so I'm just going to concentrate on academic exclusions, and on academic exclusions where the unit comes in. So the academic exclusions information are available in your student calendar from page 167. You can go read more on that. So it indicates how you get excluded. And where we come in, that's when now we communicate the exclusion with you to say, you have been excluded based on the performance, and this is what you have to do to appeal your exclusion. And when you read in that page and continue towards the end of the paragraphs, it indicates that it's your responsibility as a student to seek assistance from our student academic support development. And just to advise you students, you don't have to wait to fail your first assignment or to fail your second test. You seek assistance in the beginning of your studies when you are unsure. Don't wait for the last minute, because most people only realize at the end of the year that I haven't been performing well, and it's too late by that time, and you are facing exclusion. So please use those services that the institution offers. It's your student academic development services as well as the wellness center, where you can be assisted, because once you are excluded, when we give you exclusion decision, when we send it to you, we send an information to say, still, you have to make an appointment at wellness to be assisted. And then once you have appealed, obviously you guys didn't experience it for this year, but when you appeal, there are processes where you need to apply for an appeal. And you find that a student just writes a reason without any supporting document that I got sick. Without that, it makes a difficult job for a committee to decide on whether you really want to come to study with us, or did you just apply for the sake of applying. So I just want to encourage you that when you appeal, make sure that you provide all the supporting documents you deem necessary to make the committee's decision easy, and also to support you to see that you really want to complete your qualification with us. Most of our qualifications are 3 years, especially our diplomas, and professional qualifications are 4 years. So when you get admitted to a qualification, under each and every qualification, you can see your first year, your second year, your third year, your fourth year, and how you progress into those years. So it's very important to go back to the calendar, you search for your qualification, study your qualification, and get to understand it, because we believe that you are here, you can read, and therefore it's your responsibility to understand what you are doing here. And the important chapter that we deal with in our office is chapter 5 of the calendar, where we talk about admission policy, and that's when now you understand the exclusions and the appeal processes. So I would like to encourage you to go read that. I'm not saying that you won't pass. I believe that you will succeed, but when it's coming to appeals, it's very important that we are not sitting with an appeal of someone who failed everything. Because I believe you chose that program yourself, and you know the effort that you have to put in order to succeed. Our duration is 3 years, and beyond 3 years, you know some of those seniors that struggle even with funding, because majority of our students are NSFAS funded students. So your academic performance, it also has an impact on how you got funded, because some funding or sponsorships look at your performance to say, is this person here to study or to play? So in a nutshell, that's really what I wanted to share with you. And unfortunately, I won't be able to take any questions because I have another commitment. And SRC promised me that there will be a second engagement of this nature. And if I get notification on time and there are not a lot of competing priorities, I'll surely come or delegate someone who will be able to do that. Thank you very much for your time.
All righty, thank you so much, Mejubi. Okay, so unfortunately, she does not have time to take questions. Has to go for another meeting at 1 o'clock. But how about if you have questions related to academic exclusion, write them down, send it to the SRC office, and then I'm pretty sure that they will get to engage with the Mejubi. Huh? Okay. Yeah, so write those questions and then send it to the SRC, or unless the SRC would like to answer your question on behalf of Mejubi. The SRC, should they write them down and then the questions sent to Mejubi, or are you guys answering the questions? Jemina is coming. Sigate girl, sigate skat. Yeah.
Tamina mina na, tamina mi. Oh, guys, are you gonna sing or not? Eh? President and everyone, if you see someone singing, give them something. If someone is singing, give them something. If someone is singing, give them something. Hey, hey, tamina mina na, tamina mi. Oh na 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 na. Na 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 na, rapasa rapasa rapasa, rapasa rapasa rapasa, rapasa rapasa rapasa, rapasa rapasa rapasa, oh quack 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 quack, wow 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 wow, oh wait, oh wow wow, rapasa rapasa rapasa, rapasa rapasa rapasa, rapasa rapasa rapasa, pasa pasa pasa, pasa pasa pasa, pasa pasa pasa. Hey hey, President, wait. President, tunali message. Uring President.
Ajay fan sticky libek.
Ajay fan utola USB libek. Yo, wag. Wow. Kada ona batu bachai bang mo. Eba petu sengi kumbulu mama. Oh, angisala yo. Welele mama. Oh, mama. Emang. Eba petu sengi kumbulu mama. Oh, angisala yo. Welele mama. Oh, mama wandi be. Oh, mama. Oh, mama angisala yo. Welele mama. Oh, mama wandi beleta. Weba petu sengi kumbulu mama. Oh, mama angisala yo. Welele mama. Oh, mama wandi beleta. President uite ubatla batho batlo chaivang abafe beke li USB sticky.
Ubatla beke kapa wa.
Wai batana.
Ubatla beke kapa what?
Ribine pinay fingers. Kiyo machaivan kamo. Hi. Chalala milinse. Marakuito ya bina kam.
The Guido Ikes.
Sugum. Senkes. Wema. o tlo phasa jwang o dutse fatshe he sukuma wena man uye ba re ha o sa bine ha o thole dijo bina dijo di ata wena mama ke sena uye twang uye twang seketile wema awema rito pasa uye twang uye seketile wema wema uye twang o tlo pasa jwang uye seketile wema awema uye twang uye twang sesipasile wema wema ay sizophasa i-exam sesipasile wema oh hay 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 hey kwicho man oh bari remix 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 yo ele masa besiketele yo samba spelele ma Emasambe siopala ma exam hambe opala exam akiri wa qualify samongwala exam bam samba spelele mam yo president utshwere box hey kinye kenanga mnyako
Hallo, hallo.
hey
Hallo. Ishwile.
which one
Ishwile.
which one
Ishwile.
Sihula wangu ini malume sihula wangu bari hausabini hautholi refreshment sihula wangu ini malume Tari libonteng hausaitibi Toru bonte. Ini malume. Mulawa. Asawa ya oe Sibula wangu Shapa mato Asawa ya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sibula wangu Analytics beat is out on USB key USB key Kiye US awa utoti rula awa utoti rula awa kyahana kya yo ntuse
Hello good people
President is here. Thank you, CUT IKs. Guijo Aikis and making sure that there's a gentleman on stage. Do you want to dance for us? You look like you know how to do the dance. President, we need you.
Perspective, ntato urwa mukolot. Eh? Meeting ukay. Ba batla. Re kopa uri ntato before meeting abua. Wa re repela la mona ke le nega ne. Mo shapele matsoho. Hey! Mamel. Mama ye, oh lo lo, Kelukolo mama, Kelukolo mama, hey mama ye, oh lo lo, ow, boom, 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 hello. Baby, hey mama ye, oh lo lo, I boom 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 boom, Pamela, I know, Pamela, hey mama ye, oh lo lo, I boom 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 boom, Pamela, hey oh, so.
All right, Ibambe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All righty, we've reached the end of our program today. Thank you for joining us. But stick around. We've got a couple of snacks for you, something to bite on. Stick around for that one. Those that are watching live on Facebook, Central University of Technology Facebook page, #Siyapasa. That's our official hashtag for today. So make sure that you keep the conversation going right there. If there's anything that you missed and you have questions, the SRC is here. Remember, they represent the students. And I would like to thank my colleagues who were here and giving us their presentation or speaking to us about different topics that they had from when we started as well. I'm going to hand over to the SRC president. He wants to say something in closing as well, right?
Thank you very much, Program Director. Can everyone clap hands for themselves once more? I'm saying you must clap yourself because we've been keeping track. And we can confirm that we've had over 8,000 students get inside the venue. Those that left are those that were going to write or were going to classes. So we know two students, you came, and again, I forgot to do this when I was giving the overview. Firstly, this program falls under what's called the SRC Academic Advisory Committee. It is made for one thing, to assist students. And this program here was under the portfolio of the Academic and Quality Enhancement Officer to my far right, Mr. Kagiso Setlabi. Please clap hands for him. Next to him, it is the head researcher for the SRC Academic Advisory Committee, Mr. Bupelo Sebe. Then obviously the DPs here. Before I go anywhere else, can I get confirmation, are all the doors closed? The doors. Can all the doors be closed? Those that came must get their things. We don't want people from the outside to come, cause havoc, and people that have been with us from the beginning don't get what they're supposed to get. Now, this is the arrangement we are going to do now. All the doors at this moment are being closed. When we start, there are three people that side. They are going to be issuing out the snacks from you, from this side, this entire rows, from here, where Mrao. There are three people that are going to be saving you. Please remain seated so that you get your packs. This side also, they are already on standby. Guijo, relax, you are the last ones. Students at the back, I think you already see boxes there. So remain seated. we want to ensure that everyone that's in the venue gets exactly what they are supposed to get. In closing, students of the Central University of Technology, today, you have given us more power than you would think. Because you coming in here and sitting down from 10 up until 1 has proven that students of CUT are interested in knowing more about the institution. You are interested in participating in activities of your institution. You just need to be given the platform and the opportunity to participate in activities of the institution. We are telling you now, this is only the beginning. Second semester, one way or another, whether they like it or not, we are going to have a fundraising festival here at SUT. We are going to have an event here. And the money we are going to get and fundraise from ticket sales is money that's going to ensure that all our students who do not have funding are assisted. We are agreeing with second semester. We are not asking for permission. We are telling them that budget of the SRC, that money of the SRC is not money for the SRC to go to trips and be content creators like they've been doing all these years. Our budget is in, we have our money, and we are going to use that money to benefit the students, starting with today. We are clear on that point again. That money is money of the SRC. CUT students, you have made us very proud. Today, we are telling the institution, or us as CUT students, we are designing our own path. Now, while you are saying attention, there's a very important question that I need to ask. And if I leave here without asking that question, as a young person and an activist, there will be something seriously wrong with me. This month, and this year in particular, as young people, we have the opportunity to determine our own future. By a show of hands, how many in here are registered voters with the IEC? Now we must see who's serious about changing South Africa. So everyone whose hands up, you are registered to vote with the IEC. You can confirm it. Second thing, everyone who is a registered voter with the IEC and you registered in your home province that is not a free state, or in your home region, your Fezile Dabi, your Harib, your Lejoli Puswa, your Tabumfutsanyani, and not Mangaung, please, today is the final day for IEC, wherein IEC allows you to change where you are going to vote. If you are a student registered at the Central University of Technology, Bloemfontein campus, and you are staying in Willows or you are staying in Kokasi, and you don't come from Bloemfontein and you won't be able to vote in Bloemfontein, as soon as we leave here, all of you, we are taking you, we are not asking you. We are going to go and change where you are supposed to vote to ensure on the 29th, all of you go and practice your democratic right. The right that CSC Machine died for, the right that Steve Biko died for, the right that Chris Hani died for, the right that Robi Sobuka went to prison for, the right that Nelson Mandela went to prison for, the right that your parents fought for. So, CUT students, on the 29th of May, we are voting again. We are clear again. Now your voting is a secret. Mark, I'm going to ask to check in G. When you vote, who are you voting for? Who are you voting for? Who are you voting for? Fellow CUT students, thank you very much. Lady Star, remain seated. Alrighty,
thank you so much, President. We really, really appreciate
it.
Wait, Jimmy. Wait, I need to close. Wait, we will sing, Guijo, we will sing. Yes, you heard the arrangement and how we're going to get the food, right? But because we started this program and we welcomed you to our dialogue, thank you for coming through today. And most importantly, a very big thank you to the SRC for organizing this dialogue. Big thank you to the CET staff members for coming through and giving us what we need. Attention. Thank you. All right, thank you to everyone and thank you to you for coming through today. Otherwise, we have these conversations on the radio, on CUTFM. There's a show that is dedicated to student life and what's happening on campus. It's called Campus Hangout, where all these guys that were here, they come in studio and give more information on what's happening and what you need to know. And you get to have personal interactions with them on air, so make sure that you tune in. Otherwise, from me, Karabo, S to the A and D, as pronounced, sent. Thank you so much for being a great audience. Let's meet on the radio. Ciao, guys.
Clap hands for Karabo, guys.